So that got pretty boring pretty fast when the sound stopped, didn't it? And that's why I've decided to make this video. Sound is important. So if you want to see and hear that edit in all its glory, make sure you carry on watching to the end of the video. But before we get to that, I've got what I think is some good news to share about the channel. So we are in, I think this is 5 weeks since I posted my first video, and if you're watching this, this will be the 4th video. So I did say I was going to do 3 or 4 videos per month, and so far so good. But up until this point, anybody kind of coming to the channel to watch the videos has been ushered in by myself, basically. So whether that's through a link that I posted on my Facebook or the link in my bio on Instagram. Jeez, sorry, the sun is just blasting through my window and probably making it really bright. But yeah, basically, anyone that's made it to the channel, I've had to essentially beg to come and watch the videos. But something pretty cool has started to happen. I think we've registered on the YouTube algorithm. So I'm no master by any means, and I don't fully understand it, but what I've seen from the analytics this week is that 2 things have basically happened. So a few people, and I'm talking small numbers at the moment, but we're going to grow. A few people have typed in YouTube search film photography and ended up watching my videos. So I think that's pretty cool. Think how many videos are made about film photography every day probably, and for someone to type that quite vague search in and end up watching my video, I'm excited about that. Let's hope it continues. And the second thing that's happened is if someone's watching another photographer's video, YouTube has then recommended some of mine this week as well, which again, that's a good sign, I think, and means that I'm guessing it means that we're registering on the algorithm now, which hopefully means the audience will grow. So with that said, I need your help. It's that time. I'm gonna beg. So what I would like you to do is, if you haven't already, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already also, and actually I'm gonna be a real beg this week. Can you comment below now how you got here? So whether you came from the link in my Instagram, whether you saw a post on my Facebook, Reddit, or whether YouTube has kind of recommended this, or you search for film photography. However you ended up here, I would love to know in the comments, because it's pretty cool, it's pretty exciting that people are watching my videos. I put a lot of effort in, and yeah, it's motivating and rewarding. As much as we all think, we'd all like to not care about the numbers and likes and comments, all of that, it does motivate you, and it makes me feel good when people are watching and enjoying the content. So if you could do that for me, I would love it. But let's put all that aside and get on to the topic that we are here for, the sounds of film photography. So the reason that I'm making this video is basically last week I was editing a video for some people that I work with regularly. So I've told you about them before. They are some pretty well-known bodybuilders, and I do all of their content for YouTube. And at this point, they're not even clients, they're friends. We work together every week. They are super cool, and what I really love is they just give me creative freedom. So last week I'd finished editing one of their YouTube videos, and I was then editing a trailer for them to post on their social media to attract people to the video. And I decided I was going to test myself and see whether I could make this trailer with 0 music. So the only sounds that I was allowed to use were the ones that I physically recorded on the day, or sound effects that I added in as part of the sound design. So obviously the plan was to still keep it entertaining, still make it impactful, and it's a trailer, so I still wanted to attract people's attention. So that was the plan, and you know what, I'll put it on the screen now and you can see.
Get stronger now, let's go. And again.
I hope you enjoyed that little edit, because to be honest with you, I was pretty proud of that. To get that outcome with no music, purely just sound design, I thought it turned out pretty well, and I hope you do too. But I know you're here for photography content and you're probably wondering why the hell I'm showing you a fitness video. But stick with me, there is method to the madness. So the reason I showed you that video is because when I was editing it last week, I was going through my sound effect library. So I've literally got a folder on my desktop of hundreds of different sound effects that I've collected throughout the years. And I realized that so many of them are linked back to photography, and in particular film photography. So I had so many different shutter sound effects. I had aperture rings clicking. I had the film being put into the camera, it being advanced with the lever. I had so many sound effects that are linked to film photography, and it got me thinking. I've been using these sounds for years in my work, and not videos that are linked to photography, just all videos that I do, whether it be fitness or a video for a small business, whatever. These sounds are really effective for little transitions or just a small sound to make you think you heard something that you've just seen. I use them a lot. And I remember saying in my first video on YouTube that I don't actually recall the moment when I became interested in film photography and that it kind of snuck up on me. And you know what? It could be something to do with these sounds that I've been using for years, and subconsciously film photography have penetrated my brain. But either way, I think they're cool sounds. So I thought it was time to actually make an edit about the sound of film photography, considering I've got a film photography YouTube channel now. So that's what I did. You saw a little sneak peek at the beginning of the video. I'm now going to play it in full. But before I go, I just want to say one last time, if you could like this video, subscribe to the channel, and maybe drop a comment, it would be hugely, hugely appreciated.